and I've probably been actively working on it for about 2 years now,
Okay.
since I started seeing a sports psychologist. And I I feel like sometimes it works, but sometimes I feel like such a fake when I say those positive things that like, and I don't believe them. And like for a long time when I first started, I was trying to say all those positive things, or like, you know, try and find the positives in my session to like, I guess, give myself that validation. And I'd say it, but I didn't mean it, or it didn't like,
You didn't believe it. It
yeah,
wasn't,
and like
or it didn't fit your values.
possibly,
Or it
yeah.
didn't, yeah. They're normally the ones where we get, like, if it's not important, you just go, who cares? I don't care. I don't believe it. Um, if it doesn't align with your strengths as well,
Mm.
then it's really hard to validate yourself.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it's those times when like, you've had a really shit session and you're just trying to find a positive. So you just literally find anything that is positive about the
oh
session,
yeah,
and that's often the things that you don't really care about. Well, oh, my back downs felt good, and it's like, well, I don't care about my back downs. Like, I'm competing in 5 weeks. I need my top set to feel good. So yeah, that does
right.
make
Yep.
sense.
So that that whole thing of I need my top set to feel good. That's a story we tell ourselves. That's just a story. It's nice, and it's because it's really. I felt like that woman from Community just said that's nice. So it is really nice when the top set feels good, and training's working. The advantage of being in the game for a really long time is that you have a few competitions where nothing felt good and it was okay. It didn't equate to a negative performance. But at the moment, you've only got the examples of feeling bad in training and then having a bad meet, and it seems like the two go together. Um, with enough time under the iron, you end up realizing, oh, I can have really shitty workouts on great days, and I can have shitty workouts on bad days, and the opposite. In
Mm.
fact, some of your best workouts you'll ever have, and you'll hit PRs on days where you're about to get the flu, you haven't slept properly, and you missed lunch, and then you go in and you somehow deadlift a massive PR. It's just because on that day you had a lot of adrenaline. Um, those how we feel and beliefs about how we feel, and especially the stories that we attach to it, are almost always a lie. They're not true. They're made up. So going back to your example, because I think it's a good one of when you just have a really really shitty workout. I think most people can they don't have to search hard to remember one like that. We just go, I don't think anything went well. Nothing was a 10. Um, so I should put on there. I grade everything I do on a scale of 1 to 10, and I'm always looking for an 8 or above,
Hmm.
or and trying to get there, whether no matter what I'm working on. And there's some days we're just going, man, I just felt like I failed at everything I tried today. And then on those days, you have permission to not find a positive, to not
Mm.
dress it up. You have permission to just go, you know what, that was bad. That was real bad. Didn't die. I guess that's a positive.
Yeah.
And then actually, this one I pulled from one of the stories about me is I survived and recovered from 5 strokes and heart failure twice. And so a lot of my training felt like what you're describing now. It just feels horrible, and nothing went well, and nothing was even close to what it used to feel like. And so my daughter and I developed this mantra of, well, it's more than zero.
Mm.
So if you've got a really long way to walk, and you walk 100 meters, you go, well, that's 100 meters less. You just go, yeah, but I've got 100 k's left. You go, well, you've done 100 meters. That's enough. That's
Mm.
something. So I think having that permission to write it off as exactly what it is, that was a shit workout. I feel bad about myself. I'm having thoughts of going, I must be the world's worst person, and go, it's all right.
No,
People
I
fail,
think that's,
whatever.
yeah, I actually think that's really powerful, and that's something that sounds really obvious when you say it, but no one's actually said it to me before. And I was trying to find that positive in every session, and like sometimes my positive was like, well, I showed up, and it kind of
Yes,
almost like took
if you show
away.
up enough, you get good stuff. That's the win.
But like I feel like that kind of took away from when I had a positive, like it made the whole process of, finding that positive, if it made it feel less meaningful. Sometimes it's better to just say, well, I was here, it wasn't a great session, but let's hope for a better day next time, or,
Yeah,
or something like
it's
that.
I have days all the time, like with the obviously having had a stroke, living with a brain injury. I have so many days where I just go, you know what? Let's try again tomorrow. Let's just try again tomorrow.